Man, they doubted me, but time and time it was always perfect. Yeah, it's bigger than football. Started as prime son, now I'm out the shadow. Walk through the fire, now I lead with bravado. Cleveland lights bright, wrists on freeze. QB1 now, got the whole league on its knees. They called it hype, but I called it work. From Boulder to the Browns, had to prove my worth. Chains on heavy, but my focus precise. Ice in my veins, go hard under ice. I'm legendary, written in stone. Came from the two, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I built it alone. Legendary, watch me go. Tell me name lock, it's a gift I show. Now I'm throwing flames under Cleveland sky. 12 on my back, but I'm 10 toes down. Flash on the field, still humble in town. AP bust, chain on frost, but my grind stay sharp. I don't care what it costs. I'm legendary, written in stone. Came from the two, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone.
Yeah, that brand new. That's brand new. That song right there, brand new. Just did it today. I'm telling you. How y'all doing tonight? They back at it again. They back at it again. I can't make this up. What going on, New York? BD, what going on? Money man, you already know. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe and share and tell your friend about that Money Man. You already know, man. Get everybody in here. I want to say this one time and one time only. This is getting ridiculous. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know how else to put it. Scout confirms rumors on Colorado bus football legend Shedeur Sanders meeting with Giants, Raiders, and the Saints. My weekend, it was short. How was yours? Mitt Robinson. Whoa, what you doing all that for? The Giants make a big mistake on lying. They keep lying. Man, you know when I get ready, y'all don't know. I be doing research throughout the day. So when I typed in Shedeur name, just type Shedeur name in Google. Just type it in Google and see what pop up. It be ridiculous on what type articles come up, and then I seen this one right here. So y'all already know. From the jump, I've been talking about these interview tapes, man. From the jump, since day one, when the Giants came out and said that Shedeur bombed the interview, didn't catch the installs, and that Albert dude, he come out and say all that mess on national TV or whatever, radio show, whatever he was on. We're going to take a look at what he said too. And I told y'all they was lying. Now it done came out today. Y'all see, that was 7 hours ago. Shedeur Sanders is a polarizing guy. We didn't like his attitude and how he handled the draft process. He wasn't prepared. He mailed it in every step. He didn't take it seriously enough. The anonymous scout allegedly told Whatever Sports. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of hearing about anonymous scouts, anonymous this team this, that team that. Put a name behind it. If you gonna say it, stand on it. Quit being anonymous and own up. Be a man. Be a man and own up to what you said. Quit lying. Because right now, I'm telling you right now, all I'm going to say, if somebody say they anonymous, I'm going to say, show me the tape. Show me the tape. I don't want to hear about no anonymous this team that. Show me the tape. Give me the team name. Give me the scout name. Give me the head coach name. Quit hiding behind the curtain. Quit hiding behind your face. Because y'all got one face over here and another face over there. Like, come on, man. You know you go home, you be saying, you know what they be saying when they go home. I can't believe we paid that. You know what it is. They lying. They keep saying anonymous. That's all I hear. Anonymous is. Guess what? I'm about to put out anonymous scout says Shedeur's QB1. He will win Super Bowl by 2027. That's what I'm gonna put. That's what I'm gonna put out. On type me an article. Anonymous scout. R. Jizzly. Boy, I was in there and seen what you said. BD. Where you from, BD? All of the truth is about to come out. Believe that. I can't wait. Simply, Sarah. I can't wait until it come out. You seen it too, Miss Robinson? Boy, talking about, he ain't talking about nothing over there, but what we talking about in here. Yeah, I was thinking about that all day. I was like, why he coming here? And the thing, they don't have no tape. All I don't go back. We drafted when the season started because I bet you they didn't get their feet before they hit the talking stuff. I forgot. You know, you have 3,000 thoughts in your brain a day. I forgot. But yeah, 420, they do got a tape. The Giants got the tape, like I said the last time. Here it is right here. Like I told y'all the last two interview lives I did. Inside reports from the Sports Rush NFL insider Wesley Steinberg suggest there is actual footage from Sanders' private meeting with the Giants, and it's so bad that both Browns and Sanders' family have reportedly threatened legal action to block his release. Good evening, Evelyn. Look, like I said the last time, who is it bad for? Because if Shedeur actually did it, I need to see it. Okay. As long as I done known Deion, and I ain't never met him in person, but from watching him, the highlight back in the day, to him coaching, to him even talking as a new reporter or analyst, I ain't never seen this man lie. I ain't never heard this man lie. And I ain't never seen nobody saying that he was lying. So why in the world would Deion come out and say Shedeur didn't do none of that? But then it's so bad that both the Browns and the Sanders family have reportedly threatened legal action to block its release. I forgot, like I had it. Somebody says I'm in the comment or says I'm on live. I can't remember exactly what they said, but I'm trying to think. Maybe it will come back to me because they said something about it might be bad for the Giants or some around there, something like that. I mean, the Giants fumbling the bag and something was said for the Sanders family to be pushing the issue. That's what I'm saying. What you said, and Deion would say he'll cry to you before he lie to you. Yup. Deion lied about Florida State job. Bro, was a contract signed? Them coaches do it all the time, bro. They tell them players, they tell their school they going there, they tell them players they going there. Them players commit, he going somewhere else. They made it easier now to transfer. But you know, back in the day, you had to sit out a year when you transferred. So them players were stuck for at least a year. Hit that like button, they ride. Bottom line, they did not want to pick Shedeur. So what he threw an interception in college, this is silly. Yeah. And that's my next thing. I wanted to sign. That's what I was going to look up. I'm glad you brought that up, Jock. I was going to look it up. What that interception he was talking about. Because I don't remember that. Yeah, they lost on that. Share this, man. Share this. Share this. And y'all don't know, Todd Mache, he the one that broke it first. I had misspoke on my last live and said this Albert dude had said it first. But it was Todd Mache that said it first, that Shedeur had performed poorly in the visit, unprepared, reactive when challenged, and didn't appreciate Coach Dabo's pressing him. Now, I don't know if y'all ever seen the Jaden Daniels tape from Hard Knocks, because Giants had Hard Knocks going on, and the way Dabo was interviewing Jaden Daniels, that threw, like, I seen the clip, man, that was like, no. As a head coach, and you talking about being professional, nah, that was not professional to me at all. You know what I'm saying? So then they missed out on him. So it's like, y'all could have had Jaden Daniels. So and you see what he did this year. But like I say, they always go to the right place at the right time. Perfect time, man. There it is. And then the Albert dude, Sanders failed to spot initial errors in the play install, then reacted angrily, reported saying he wasn't a fit for them. Now I done told y'all. I'm gonna say it again for the new folk in the back. You don't get a play install playbook without knowing the lingo or the terminology of the plays. The whole point of install is to learn the plays. You don't go, install is exactly what it means. You put in the plays. So why in the world, how he gonna catch errors in an install meeting if he don't know the verbiage or the terminology? He don't know the blocking scheme. He don't know the call for block. Bob, big on big. He don't know that. Aggie, he don't know that's pass block. I'm just using the words. These the word we use when we coach. That means they tell the offensive line how to block, the blocking scheme, the protection. He don't know what Z cut, R right, 42, Gator. He don't know what that mean. See what I'm saying? You don't know what it mean. I don't know what it mean. Only the Giants know what it means. So get what the install meeting is. You go in the install meeting and you learn the plays. Yup. He watched my video, R Jizzy. He watched my video. I had said that the first time. Go watch my first live. I've been said that. Stand back and say, that's not what happened. He just got character issue because he didn't care what they thinking. Exactly. Then they came out with that. Talking about they didn't like that he didn't care what they thought of him. That's part of the confidence. I don't need your validation. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all grown folk, y'all ain't got to that point. Y'all ain't got to that point in your life yet where you worried about what somebody's saying. You worried about what somebody think of you. How you look to somebody else. I ain't talking about for yourself. I'm talking about how you look to somebody else. Oh, let me go to work. You know, he got this. He got the new J's. I need to go get the new J's. Hold on. He ain't about to come looking better than me today. Let me get this on. You don't need no validation. When you get to that point, I'm telling you, everything gonna open up so much. Your brain just gonna open up. You're gonna be like, I can't believe I'll put all that energy into making somebody like me that don't even really care about me or buying something for somebody else's pleasure. Now I'm in debt, losing it, living a fake life on Instagram and Facebook when I'm really out here struggling. But I'm gonna look good on the social media though. Like, come on now, get past all that. Get past all that. I'm telling you, focus your energy on getting yourself better and becoming successful in whatever you're doing. Put your energy there. That's what this man in Howard. He know that they want the player to be holding to them. Yeah, ball scout. We already collateral collusion. Collateral collusion. That's why that $40 million slave book. That's why the NFL mad by the NILs, because these boys coming in with money already. Now they not so dependent on the NFL to have money or to make money or to make their brand. That's the thing. Shedeur got a brand already that they can't make no money from it. I keep saying the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? Read a book. I got plenty on right here. I done showed them on live plenty of time. BD, I know you just getting here not too long ago. That difference between a black coat and a white coat. Black coat with that taking his demeanor totally different. Exactly. But that's why I'm like, why the Steelers? I'm glad you brought that up, Jizzy, even though you said what you said. But that's why I'm surprised Mike Tomlin said what he said in the interview when he was in that press conference, and then turn around and they talking about it came out that they ain't even have him on their board. Why you bring him on a 30 visit? Why you bring Shedeur on a 30 visit if he ain't even on your board? Somebody lying. Exactly. Jackson Dart. Ball scout. Jackson Dart. Exactly. I showed it. I ain't gonna show it on here. But I showed the clip of Jackson Dart when he went in there on his draft interview that they uploaded and didn't have no playbook. He had a blank notebook sitting right in front of him. Nothing written on it. He was in there taking notes. Why is he taking notes? Because he don't know the plays. It's called install meeting. You install the plays in the meeting, then you go out to the practice field doing install. That time selected in the practice is called install. So you run the plays that you wrote on the board that you learned in the meeting. Yeah, coaches hate that NIL. But Nick Saban, you know, he wasn't able to use I'm Nick Saban. You see the culture at Alabama. Them boys ain't looking at that no more. They looking at them dollar signs. They trying to get that paper right now. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Because, like I told y'all last night, if y'all was in here, I said it's going to come to a point to where I use Quinn Ewers as an example. He made more money in college in the NIL than he do in the NFL. It's going to come to a point to where them boys going to say, guess what? I want my NIL money to be the minimum that I make in the NFL. It's going to be a fight. It's definitely going to be a fight. I ain't saying they're going to have no time soon. But, hey, they're probably going to be a conversation starter. I know it. He cool, bro. Don't get in your feeling. I'm playing with you, too. Tyreek Brown was qualified. He won none of it and went ABC route to give back shine like while he was at the house. Yup. Brian go to Joe. Some SEC school. Exactly. And then you see what Deion, that's why they mad too. Don't nobody talk about that. A lot of these coaches and these teams, they mad because Deion didn't go the traditional route as they did. As you get older and you learn, it's more than one way to get to the same destination. Everybody ain't got to go 5, 10 steps back to move 2 steps forward and take them 30 years to get there. Some people that get there in the first step. Some people go around and get there. Some people go under, over the top, through. Some people skip. It don't matter. If you get to the destination you want to get to, it don't matter how you get there. That's why people be trying to, that's another thing. Like, they don't like the way Deion went down to HBCU, turned that school around, then, he can't do it at Colorado. Boom. He did it at Colorado. Boom. Now, they scared he might come to the NFL and do the same thing. That's ridiculous, bro. That's why I told y'all. Should do it just like Deion. He a threat. Deion was so outspoken and so confident in himself, created prime time, neon Deion, all that type stuff with dancing, flashing, wearing the gold chains. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's a threat. When he that confident. When he that confident in himself. Everyone going line y'all with all his son. Yup. Yolanda, what's going on? Deion would never hate George G8 and then had to do the dirty work. Nope. Didn't have to do none of it. But he said it himself. Everywhere he go, he win. I mean, like the man blessed. You can't. That the thing people don't understand. Shedeur blessed, man. I know it when I seen it because I am too. Some of y'all probably is, and you know what I'm about to say. You can't mess with blessed folk. You can't. You can't. Born a diva, what's going on? Shedeur ain't tripping at all. But you can't mess with black folk. I mean blessed folk. You can't mess with black folk neither, but you can't mess with blessed folk. I'm telling you, because God gonna always come out on top. His children, his blessed children, they always gonna come out on top. It ain't even about humbling. It's about the true nature of the United States. This is what it is. They scared because they know what's going on. They becoming the minority. They losing the power they thought they had. The fear that they were putting in people, they can't do it no more. The only way you got powerful is because you were putting fear in the people that you thought that was beneath you because of their skin color. It can't happen no more. And the more and more black athletes you put in the NFL, the more and more $40 million or millionaires. Now NIL done came in, then they already millionaires, and they getting their NFL check and capitalizing as long as they learning financial literacy. Come on, bro. Every black family in America gonna have at least one or two people in their family that then got millions either through a business, financial literacy, or playing a sport. KD was knocked out from last night. You been asleep since last night, didn't you? Yup, fear God. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that 420. I don't think I ain't calling Deion a god. I'm talking about Deion blessed to the point to where whatever he do, as long as he doing good, it's gonna become good. But being blessed, what I'm saying is, when somebody try to stop you from doing something, you always gonna come out on top. You can't hold it back. Man cannot stop it. It's not a man-made thing, so it can't be stopped. It's divine. You can't stop it. I'm telling you, I was in college. I'm a junior playing college football at my school. We got a freshman dude just came in. We maybe like fourth game in the season, maybe somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly, but basically, I had a tight end that I was gonna have to guard in the game that was coming up. Dude was like 6'6". I ain't nothing but 5'10". He like 6'6". Dude, the freshman, he's 6'2". 6'2". So all right, they're gonna put him in as the starter. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing. I'm a team player. I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But then the same week now, they were Monday and Tuesday. By the end of the week before the game, I was back the starter. I was back the starter. Didn't get wet. Buddy wasn't even at the school no more. He got expelled the same week. That's how fast they happened. Didn't get wet, y'all. I ended up getting player of the game in that game. They gave me player of the game on defense for the game. So I'm like, what is y'all doing? You can't mess with blessed folk. Can't mess with blessed folk. Now, let's get back to it. I done had my little preaching moment. Hit that like button. Subscribe and share and tell your friend about that money, man. You already know, man. I got 65 likes and I got 282 people in here. Y'all tripping. No new footage released yet, despite widespread speculation and demand, especially from fans. The alleged Giants interview tape remains unreleased. The Browns' legal posture and Sanders' family's threats have, for now, successfully suppressed its publication. I don't know what he talking about. But, yeah. So, that's a big word right there, yet. That's a big word, yet. I wouldn't be surprised that this thing got leaked. Like I said on my last one, my leaked tapes, like, come on now. At the time, we didn't know the Giants had a tape. Now we know Giants got a tape. So if the Giants got a tape, then I know, where is it? Then I know the Raiders and the Saints probably got a tape, but I ain't looked on their social medias or nothing to see did they have a draft. Did they release their draft, the one they drafted? Did they release their draft tape like the Giants did? We know the Giants released it, so we know they got the tape. And I said that then, when they said they were going to release Jackson Dart, because they had just released Abdul Carter draft tape, and I said Jackson Dart was coming up the next day, and we went live that next day, and then when I analyzed that whole video. If ever made public, the tape could significantly alter public perception, shining light on whether reports about entitlement or arrogance hold weight. Cleveland stands. It might either justify the Browns' gamble or add fuel to the criticism of that gamble. Future evaluation teams will scrutinize similar draft meetings more closely as a result. This the thing right here, what I was saying, why we need to talk about it. And everybody saying, well, it been 3-4 months. It don't matter. Because the stuff we need to be talking about, we got to talk about it. Because we don't never talk about it. That's why it keep happening. So in order for us not to have this happen again to somebody else in the future, you ain't want it to happen to your brother, sister, your brother, your nephew, your uncle. I'm just talking about NFL right now. But this can be in anything. You need to talk about it. Because it's going to happen again. So think about it. And it probably already done happened. We just don't know it. All this collusion going on. All this NFL collusion going on. This collateral collusion going on too. Like, come on, man. Like, the reason why we need to talk about this is so it won't happen again. Just think about Joe Blow coming out down 5-10 years from now. He coming out in the NFL draft. Same situation happened. Because we ain't talked about it. Like, come on, man. You see what happening with Shedeur right now with the collateral collusion with Deshaun Watson. And he signed that, 4 years ago. Like, come on. Bottom line, there's a strong insider confirmation that a highly damaging video exists, but it remains under lock and key, protected by legal threats and team discretion. As of today, July 1st, 2025, no clips have leaked despite escalating fan and media curiosity. That's why y'all here. They ain't talking about it no more. They talking about it like one day. They talk about them at one day, man. And that's a bigger thing. That's a bigger thing than what people think it is. Just somebody hearing from the outside. Just like if you just heard it and don't know what collusion is or don't understand what the effect and what it means, the way the Browns were about to open up a whole power struggle for them owners, that collusion, that case, that's why they hid it for 5 months. The verdict. Exactly. Quick to drop that ticket footage. Exactly. It would have been leaked at some point, but I don't even think it like that, Anderson. I think it the opposite way. Cause, like I say, I don't even think Shedeur get mad like that. Not on a job interview. Well, this order now, this on ChatGPT. This what I do right here to get my shortened summary of the information. And then if we speculate, which everything is an opinion, even these articles y'all reading and these people talking on these TV shows, these sports shows, they don't know nothing. They do not know nothing. Everybody is speculating. You see articles like this on Rivals, on and the one I read to you. Look at this. This on this. Yahoo Sports got articles. NFL fan worried about troubling Sanders report. They talking about him getting mentored by Deshaun Watson. See how these titles be clicking you in? But y'all got a problem with mine. Browns quarterback answer may not be on current roster. Look, that's Yahoo Sports. Look at them right here. Shedeur predicted to be dumped by Browns amid projections for NFL's worst record and target top QB in the next draft. Now, you read this article, you would think, wow, let me look. I read this. They talking about a quarterback from Indiana. A quarterback from Indiana that done threw. Brown might already be eyeing a replacement. Fernando Mendoza, a 30-touchdown slinger and new player for Indiana. This dude threw 3,004 yards and 16 touchdowns and 6 picks last year. They talking about 30 touchdowns in the past 2 years. Shedeur threw that in 1 year. See what I'm talking about? Get the type stuff that's coming out. And people out here believing it. But my stuff clickbait. I'm clickbaiting. And when he in the field, then you in the zone then. Yeah, it was Todd. Todd mistake. A 4 over the crib. What is that? I don't know what that is. Mary Kay put Deshaun Watson. Mess out, girl. Nobody even in Cleveland right now. That when he on exactly. Ain't nobody even up there. But get what? What gap we in right now? We in that gap between the end of minute count to the starting training count. People got to talk about something. And Shedeur making all the money. So get what? You got to put Shedeur's name in everything you write. Why did you worry about Shedeur talking to Deshaun? Last time I checked, Deshaun Watson was under contract for the Browns, making $230 million. He probably ain't gonna make nothing this year, but cause they gonna use that insurance and get that $58 million back. Like I've been telling y'all. But nah, man. Like, this what don't make no sense. 2 weeks before the draft, a week before the draft, they come out with that information, talking about the tapes, the interview. He had a horrible interview, and Shedeur plummeted. But like I said, at the time, we didn't know that this was a collateral collusion. At the time, my opinion, this is all me. I ain't saying there's no source, this is me talking. This is my brain. It's putting 2 and 2 to make 4 and 1 and 2 to make 3. I'm connecting it. All this information came out because they were colluding against Shedeur. So they already done had that case, the NFL collusion case settled in January, but didn't nobody know. I ain't even know they were getting sued. I ain't even know they were getting sued. The NFL, by the NFLPA. So guess what? To avoid another collusion case, we gonna say Shedeur failed, bombed the interviews, he did bad, he was this, he was arrogant, he was entitled, he didn't care what we thought. Now you put all these narratives out there when the reality is y'all were colluding against Shedeur to make him fall to the 5th round, and he was gonna get drafted by the Browns regardless, because that's the way y'all set it up. Because y'all trying to punish the Browns for giving Deshaun Watson that $230 million fully guaranteed contract. Freedom of Information. I don't even know what that is. I had to look that up. Oh, it's a way the reporter can get information that organizations and corporations don't want out. Boy, you might make me type that in. Hold on. I'm on the wrong computer. Hold on. Amen, Robinson. I appreciate you for bagging me up earlier this morning. Hey, there your answer, RJ. Yeah, there your answer. Great angle. Here's how the Freedom of Information Act applies, or more accurately, does not apply to Shedeur Sanders leaked giant interview. No, not in this case. The Freedom of Information Act only applies to federal government agencies. It allows citizens to request access to records from government bodies, FBI, IRS. So it don't involve the NFL. So it's only federal government agencies. That's crazy. I ain't even know nothing about that. But yeah, you know I type it in right on the spot. I done learned something new. But like I said, this a privately owned NFL team. That's why they can't be colluding. Because they supposed to be an individual company competing against the other 32 or 31 teams. So I get the only way we can get the tape is if it get leaked. I don't know, BD. You might have something. I might need you to look into that. Matter of fact. Yeah, they private. Yep. I stay in ATL. Why you want to know? Discovery. I don't know nothing about the legal system like that. I don't know too much. I'm trying to learn about the stock market. Legally, yes, but only on a specific condition. Here's a breakdown of how you could get a court order to force the release of Shedeur Sanders list. Look. We up here. We about to start a petition. And we about to open up a whole case. We about to get a whole group of Shedeur fans and get a lawyer and have a court order for them to release the tape. Nah, he's suing them for like distress and emotional distress and whatever else. I ain't even looking to it, but he ain't suing them about the tape. He's suing them because Shedeur failed. Yeah, you late. I'm telling you, boy. Yeah, Patrick, quit using ChatGPT to look up recipes, man. Type it in. I'm telling you, I done learned more using this than I done did reading the book. I'm telling you. Like if you just like literally, I'm not joking. I'm for real. If you just got a question that you always thought that you might not know the answer or just want to know, just type it in ChatGPT and see what come up. Like literally, if y'all like, I'm diverging right now, but I'm about to tell you what I mean. So like, I was sitting there watching on YouTube a documentary about God's DNA, Jesus' DNA. I watched a documentary about Jesus' DNA. Because the shroud of Turin and all that, got his blood on it. So they were testing it. You scream, why you screaming, Gordon? You got to pay me for that. Don't throw that money in there too. Exactly. So I made a whole video on my Godflix channel about Jesus' DNA. And you wouldn't even think about it as far as Jesus was part human and part divine. So what does that divine DNA look like? Because it had to be a male, a Y chromosome. He was a male, so it had to be a Y chromosome. So that was God's DNA, which is light. See, you wouldn't even never know that, but I typed it in on ChatGPT. But yeah, they lied. Co-pilot is good too. I ain't been on that. I pay for that. That's why I'm on here. Play my song on you. Nah, bro, you ain't about to record my song. I'm taking that pre-AI class. Yo, you need to come back and tell her what you learned. You can't be playing my song for the cookout. You ain't paying me. Can a court order tape be released? Yes, if it becomes evidence in a legal case. Well, there it is right now. I guess BD, you had read this already. A court can order the release of private materials like this only if they're part of an official legal process, such as lawsuit involvement, defamation, or damages. If Shedeur or his team sues someone for defamation related to the tape, or if a media outlet or former team exec falsely claims what's in it, then discovery in that case could force the video to be overturned. A judge could then make it part of the public record or sealed evidence. There you go. Wrongful conduct lawsuit, collusion, discrimination. Gee, get it out now. If Shedeur or Deion Sanders file a lawsuit against the NFL or a team for unfair blackballing, racist bias, collusion, or retaliation, then authorities could subpoena the interview tape as part of their case. They could actually do this for real. Number two, cause I know it's collusion and retaliation. Now you gonna have the racial bias. They're gonna be hard, and unfair blackballing. They're probably gonna be hard. But I can definitely see collusion with the collateral collusion, what I've been saying. But you know, hey, I'm trying to get it. It's a process. I ain't went through the whole process. I read about it, but I ain't did it yet. With the song, put it on Spotify. I'm trying to get it on Spotify and Tidal. And I might have to do it on YouTube Music first. Do the thing. The biggie case would be to sue them for $40 million. They cheated him on yeah, you right. You right. But we just speculating though. I mean, we ain't telling him to do this. We just talking as a group. If we did it as a group, yeah. What's going on, Shirley? Is this Shirley? This is Barbara. Whistleblower on internal leak case. If someone leaks the tape illegally and there's a court case over that leak, the tape itself becomes an essential exhibit and may be introduced as evidence. That's what I was just talking about, the petition. You made broke beat. They're good. Where your SoundCloud at? If you're not a part of a lawsuit, you can't just petition a court for private NFL property. Courts only compile documents through legal action, subpoenas, or discovery motions. You create a meeting. The tape exists, but unless a court room demands it, it'll stay buried in the vault, protected by lawyers' power and silence the truth. We might never see it unless Shedeur or NFL makes it a fight worth filing. They not gonna do that. They not gonna do that. Band lab, I ain't never heard no band lab. Bro, well, that's why Deion ain't tripping. They gonna get paid. He gonna get paid regardless. It's more exaggerated than that's why I said Jizzy. I said Shedeur probably was just sitting there while Dabo was yelling at him. That's what I'm thinking what happened. Shedeur was just sitting there. I don't think he was yelling back at him. As a matter of fact, I want to see this deep interception. Every interception thrown in 2024. That ain't deep. That was bad. This one was bad. Like, that was a long throw. He waited. They would probably hit work interception. But the receiver should have came back to the ball too, though. They at least give him a fighting chance. I still don't see one downfield like that. Unless that's the one they talking about. Unless it's that one. This probably the one they talking about. I think receiving ran. Look like he just sailed it from that angle. He just overthrew him. But either way, he still on had 10. And I seen somebody on the video, they were like, Kenny Pickett don't turn the ball over, but Joe Flacco do. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't looking at no stats, bro. Y'all ain't looking at no stats. And then that's another thing. I'm taking all they views. I'm taking all they views. Everybody in with me, I appreciate it. Hit that like button. He done rewind it back, talking about the song. But yeah, so it like, I forgot what I was about to say, GG. But now it like, they coming out with some about Shedeur, and it ain't even nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing to talk about. But y'all put this out, so get what? You know I got to talk about it, because this is a hot topic. But yeah, man, they need to come out. It ain't never going to come out. It ain't never going to come out. But because if it did, then they definitely were going to sue. God don't like ugly. But I don't, look, I don't even see what the quarterbacks did last year. Like to get them, like literally, if them quarterbacks came out in this past draft, were they going first round? Would they go first round this draft? Because I looked them up. I ain't gonna try to do all that. But I went on ESPN. I looked up Cade from Clemson, the LSU quarterback. I looked at their numbers. The LSU quarterback, the only one that threw over 4,000 yards. And he didn't even have 30 touchdowns. And you comparing Shedeur and Cam Ward. Cam Ward went number 1, and Shedeur went 5th round, but they had the exact same numbers. Passing numbers, interceptions. Like, I don't get it. Exactly. That last word. Both of them words. Yeah, they were so good. Then what did they do? Shedeur last year. See? And Shedeur ain't even had no offensive line or run game. Boy, you gonna make me look it up. Boy, they released Damian Lillard, boy. That's crazy. What that boy name? How you spell it? What is her name? Garrett? Yep. And then he didn't own the black one. But I guarantee you they ain't gonna let him go first round. Look. Cade, 3,639 yards, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. 4,052 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. I don't see what's open at Stackler. And then he got sacked 16 times. You don't know Cam? You don't like Cam Ward? Why you don't like Cam Ward? Armada ain't did nothing yet neither. 2,534 yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That boy good too though. Like I watched one of them games, South Carolina game. Well, he good, but I mean, if you add the rushing yard, cause he got the rushing ability with 7 touchdowns, so they're what 20-something touchdowns total. I mean, but like, do you have the same impact of leadership? Like you brought your team. You brought a school that was in the dumpster barrel from 1-11. Your first year, y'all win 4 games. You beat the runner-up from the national championship in TCU your first game. You beat them and throw for 500 yards. Like, I don't see. Like, bro, you threw for 500 yards your first Big 12, Pac-12 then. Your first college, big time college game. Like, bro, come on. $510 yards and 4 touchdowns. 0 interceptions. What a debut. KD, what is you talking about? Oh, you talking about? I ain't read your first comment. Him? Massa? In the big house? You better burn them sheets and the bed. Man, he making too much NIL money at Texas. He ain't leaving. Leo, chill out, bro. I hope it. I don't know. Y'all got Daniel Jones over there. Anthony Richardson, he buy out the door. He can't. He stay hurt, and then he come out to pull his stuff out the game. He didn't. That accuracy, that completion percentage. He make good decisions. The only thing they keep talking about, he hold on to the ball too long. He takes sacks. Like, bruh. Well, that's the first time, the only time I do that. I ain't never did that. What you talking about? Burn what? What you talking about? I ain't about to say that again. You better go look up the clip on YouTube. Man, I don't want, but Anthony Richardson, boy, got all the athletic ability. And these boys, boy, they be taking, you been had that all your career, your whole career in football, and then you start making the money and want to slack. Yup, boy, I went to that Celebration Bowl. Where I had 349 yards and 4 touchdowns, 75% completion percentage. When I tell you, when that tight end dropped the ball, oh my goodness, bro. But North Carolina Central, boy, that quarterback they had, that boy can run that thing. And just like now, Colorado still ain't got them offensive defense. Well, they probably got them this year, but before they didn't have them offensive defensive linemen. Them trenches, they ain't have them like that. I bet he is huge. Look, all on Twitter. But that's what Buddy said.
The more you can do. ESPN turned himself upside down. Mel Kiper embarrassed himself over this.
Yeah, and if I don't want to say people should have listened to me, but they should have listened to me. Like I was saying for 2 months that like
you've been saying he's dropping.
Most of the league does not look at him like he's a first-round talent. Now I will say this. I think the fall out of the first 2 rounds was about talent and performance. I think the fall after that was about everything else.
Then you become Tebow.
Because I think at that point, like when you get to the 3rd round, now we're talking about for some teams players that are depth or they're developmental, and those players generally have to develop in the shadows. And this was the case. I mean, we've seen a zillion cases of it. But
did you see what he did yesterday?
Your backup quarterback, they want you to blend in with the furniture. It's why Jay Cutler didn't have a second life as a player. It's why Cam Newton didn't have a second life as a player.
Every time I watch this clip and he get to that point, first of all, what he said, team didn't see him because of the talent. That don't make no sense. I debunked that live about 3-4 lives ago. Because I went back even Pro Football Focus, which grade the NFL players and what a lot of people go by for is like how good a player is in a certain position. They had Shedeur coming out in the 2024 draft as a first rounder. And the 2025 draft. So the only way teams don't see Shedeur as a first rounder or in the first 2 rounds is because they were colluding. I'm telling you. Yup. They ain't influencing Shedeur on how to handle Shedeur. They handling the Browns. They not influencing, they handling the Browns. Because my opinion, my thought process, that the NFL told the Browns to draft Shedeur. Because we can't control them. We don't know how to control them, but we gonna put them over there and let y'all figure it out. So we ain't got to deal with them. We put them on the worst team in the NFL. The culture bad, everything bad. Deion said it's certain teams we don't want to go to. And guess what team you pretty sure was number 1 on the list. So we gonna send Shedeur to that team. And y'all deal with them since y'all want to give Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed contract and almost started a power struggle. And we had to collude to get rid of it because everybody else want a fully guaranteed contract now. Now all 53 men on the roster going to want one. Now we ain't got no power. We ain't got no leverage. The bottom line cut. We ain't making less money. Two speeding tickets, Robin. He got 2 speeding tickets. Got 2 speeding tickets. That's negative enough. Man want to ban Shedeur from the road. Man want to ban Shedeur from driving on the road in Ohio. But yeah.
As a player. It's why Cam Newton didn't have a second life as a player.
Like when you say Jay Cutler and Cam Newton, they were starters and they were stars in the league. So you compare Shedeur to a star in the league? That's basically what you saying. Cam Newton was up here at the top. How you think they're going to have a second life as a backup when they been the guy the whole time? Cam Newton ain't never been no backup, except when he was in Florida behind Tebow. But then he stole that laptop and had to go to JUCO, and then he came to Auburn. Like, come on, bro.
It's why, again, like why I think Tim Tebow, or at least part of the reason why Tim Tebow and Colin Kaepernick, after it had been deemed they are no longer starters.
Colin Kaepernick got colluded against, and he won the case. They ain't got nothing to do with no longer being a starter. They kicked that man out the league for taking a knee because Trump said something. And then you already know why. The other reason. That TRX got power, yup. Now everybody from the NFL scouting, calling Cleveland, dogging that boy every day. Every day. It's something I ain't seen like that. We had that 1 week of positivity. Then he got these speeding tickets. It been negative ever since. It was negative before, had that 1 week of positivity. Then he got a speeding ticket, then it's negative. Everything negative. Savage. I like the name. I'm a real true savage in this thing. I like the name. But yeah, you right. Billy Bob back there doing lines right now in this room. But worry about Shedeur with a speeding ticket. He believe what he say because he reporting on that crowd. Like when you at this status, you can basically when the media been controlling narratives since they existed. Billy Bob. And then like he putting out this information just like he came out right after minicamp and said Shedeur don't know the playbook. Like, bro, your timing of you saying this stuff is ridiculous. You right. They gave him a chance to come back.
And then there's the way he handled the process, which he handled the process like he was a top 5 lock. Like, for
he was.
example, Abdul Carter only met with 4 teams. Cam Ward only met with 1 team, really, as far as a visit and everything else. I think he visited the Browns too, but it was very limited who he visited with. If you know you're going that high, you can do that. If you're any...
Bruh, he was projected top 3. He was projected top 3 all up until the week before the draft. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. Answer this. Ask this question to yourself. If Cam Ward stayed at Washington State, will he be the number 1 draft pick? Nope. I'll answer it for you. If Cam Ward stayed at Washington State University, he would have not have been the first round draft pick. He would have never got picked number 1. Cam Ward was putting up the same numbers at Washington State and before, but just because he went to Miami and he was against, they put him against Shedeur. Come on now. It ain't because he black. Appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all that gave super chat. I was in my thought. They haven't controlled the narrative, but the time had come, media is evolving. You and others about to take his job. I don't want his job, cause he lying. I want my own. I don't want his job. It's Mitt Robinson. You know everything. See what I'm talking about? 4th and 5th round projected. But they put him against Shedeur. Now he the number 1 pick, and we're gonna flip flop him. Cause now the narrative is Shedeur, Deion's son, he confident, all that type. Look at him flashing, what a quarterback ain't supposed to be in their eyes. Got the same exact numbers. But for some reason, he falls to the 5th round. Cam Ward get drafted number 1. It ain't a coincidence. I want Cam Ward to do good. I don't dislike Cam Ward, but I'm just saying, come on, bro. Understand what's going on. Appreciate you, Savage. Yeah, I'm about to clip that one up. The only reason Cam went back to college. Exactly. Look, Robin, hey, that would come with being number 1. You gonna start. But what don't make sense to me is The GM came out and said Will Levi, whatever his name is, you know, they drafted him a couple years ago in the second round. They talking about they going to give him a chance to compete. I was like, you don't draft a quarterback #1 overall and have him competing for the spot. Like, bro, why you just come out and lie? Just go ahead and trade Will and free it up. Because that's what you going to do anyway. Because that's what they did. Washington did it. The Bears did it. The Panthers did it. I'm just to name the last couple. Texans did it. Like, come on, bro. If they gonna draft a quarterback in the top 3, it ain't gonna be no competition. It's his spot. But that's why you can draft Cam Ward #1. I ain't gonna say he under the Masters, but he doesn't have the same personality, the brand, the persona, the celebrity status. He ain't got none of that what Shedeur got. Think about it. This man went 5th round, and we sitting on July 1st. The draft was in April. The season for Colorado ended in December. We are sitting on July 1st in 2025 talking about a 5th round draft pick. I got 253 people in here listening to me talk about a 5th round draft pick in July 1st. We ain't talking about Travis Hunter, because I tried that. I tried to talk about Travis yesterday. I got 6 people to come in there. I got 6 people that come in my live when I was trying to talk about Travis Hunter. Get what y'all want. Y'all want Shedeur. A 5th round draft pick, like everybody keeps saying. He a 5th round draft pick. I'm getting tired of hearing that. Y'all know he's supposed to win 1st round. Undefeated comment real. They gonna make Shedeur bigger in their life because inner publicity is good publicity, especially when they're full of laws. He can debunk. Yup. Or lies. Yup. Who cares about Jersey? Yeah, he's not that good. Here you go. He must be subscribed. Appreciate you. But Cam Ward like country music though. Hey, he weird. Like K-Dot said, you can't fake influence. Sure can't. And that's another part of it. He influenced them these little kids, little black boys and girls. Like, come on, bro. That's powerful. That's powerful. You gotta think about the totality of that. No, don't want to hear about Travis. Sure don't. Want to hear about my boy 12. See, Gretchen, you one of them. We see greatness in Shedeur. I laughed at those Travis Hunter view prime time Shedeur. Here you go, Sweet Pea. The giveaway over. You ain't got to keep saying that. Travis Hunter would be, if it wasn't for him, Shedeur wouldn't be nothing. Here you go. Mr. Meow, he a cat. BD, I'm from here. Where's from here?
Anyone else. Zoe, you were in this position. You were auditioning for all 32.
I went to the combine for 7 days.
Yeah.
And I threw it to the defense for 4, and that's how I went up.
Yeah.
I wasn't ranked very high. But then you throw darts for 4 days to defensive backs and linebackers, and like, holy crap, this kid's got a gun.
Hey, man, Robert, I ain't going to say he'd be stuck in Florida. Travis was going to be Travis, but I don't think Travis win the Heisman if he go to Florida State. Like, he got way more publicity and national coverage playing at Colorado with Deion than he probably would at Florida State.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, but that's the thing. Is like,
the more you can do.
Shedeur was handling it like he was a top 5 pick. And that was never the case.
He was top 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what he was saying.
But then the problem was the dad
So,
2
like-
weeks before, like, well, we're gonna put him where we think we should put him.
So then you get to Saturday, and it's like you're in the 4th round, and it's like there are all these teams that either heard the bad stories for the other teams, or that you refused to meet with, or that had a bad experience with you personally. And it's like now the poor
Or have no need for a quarterback.
Right,
There's,
so
there's
like,
teams that don't have
now
need one.
now like the amount of teams that are willing to do it has narrowed. Plus, by the way, like if you were going to bring him in based on his reputation, wouldn't you have wanted to sit down with him first if you're going to introduce that into your quarterback room or into your locker room?
And find out what he's all about.
But he
Find out
wasn't.
his personality.
But he wasn't handling his process that way. So, like, that's why.
How many teams did he meet with?
I don't know what the total number, but I can tell you stories of teams like that were. I mean,
Colin Cowherd had the one on the Giants.
He don't know the total number, but he gonna name some teams. Get out of here, bro. Every time I watch this, I catch something new. On the Coach Brown would have ended up play both ways, yup. And that would have been it. If he would have went somewhere else and not played both ways, bro, we would have missed out on so much. Man, then them dogs start playing for prime time. Majority of the team would get drafted. Yup. Fact, no one ever would have played both ways. Nope. We will see. I run, he won't be nothing. Yeah, that would get you through the travel and win. Yeah, they sure did. Did you see the footage again? Talking to the kid that hit count. Nah, where is it? Patrick. I got all the Cleveland Browns channel out on my algorithm. Well, you done blocked all them pages. Yeah, Cleveland smart. Rise to the way. The money coming in. Put him in the position to win. Draft Jeremiah Smith next. Jeremiah Smith coming out 27. He ain't coming out 26. That's why I said trade that second first rounder you got to get a first round in next year in 27. Yeah, I think Travis would have only one award. Yup. Or the thought, but definitely not both or most of them. And definitely not the Heisman. He ain't win the Thorpe. He should have, but he ain't win that. You can see why Cleveland is a losing organization. Yeah, I been saying that, bro. Like, I tell you, I don't know you want me to tell it, but I don't care. He on a whole different team now anyway. Bro, my cousin, when he was going through the process, we was out there in Mobile. We was in the hotel room, and he had a Cleveland Browns card, Denver Broncos, the Falcons, and some other team. Bruh, I think it was Detroit. Bruh, he was like, well, I ain't going to no damn Browns. That ain't exactly what he said, but he didn't want to go to the Browns. You know, they were bad then. Well, clickbait, everything. Nah, he was a freshman, Savage. He was a freshman. You got to be 3 years removed from high school before you can enter the draft. You got to be 3 years removed from high school. Hey, Patrick, where that clip at? Oh, that what you talking about? TikTok.
Coming from Texas as a no-star athlete, grinding it up from a low D1 school to becoming the first pick in the NFL draft. And
see how that story start? It'll be twisted with Shedeur. Coach Prime's son, Shedeur Sanders. Like, come on.
To yesterday, he was back in Houston to give back to the community. The Tennessee quarterback held his third annual football camp for the youth in the Houston area to give them a chance to work out and get some coaching from the people at the top levels of football.
It's a lot, especially for, the kids out here who don't have a lot of professional athletes from this side of Texas. And so, now they have somebody who's done it. They know they have a chance to do it, but they just got to continue to work hard like they are today. I know the emotion they're going through. The emotion when I got to meet Tracy McGrady, I got to meet Kobe Bryant. We all, at the end of the day,
They're the same quarterback coach for Shedeur.
All of us at the professional level, we all big kids. We just like them. We just a little bigger than them playing footballs.
Did they?
Number one overall pick, now Titans quarterback Cam Ward. Cam.
Got to work hard, especially being in a small town. pace. I think have our hands full.
Bro. I don't even think I'm signed in on that thing. And I ain't got time to be figuring it out. Oh, I guess I am signed in. No, I ain't. I'm trying to find it. The video. They gonna let me do it. And they gonna let me find it. Hold on, let me go on Twitter. Definitely should be on here. What happened in the clip? He boring. Kid like to do it. But I'm telling you, they was up there running up the Shedeur, jumping up and down and all that. Free 4 hour count. What you mean by that, man, Robinson? You got Calvin Ridley. Wow. Put that in. They probably ain't gonna have those. They probably ain't gonna have it up here. But I guarantee you, if he was still at Washington State, and then they forget Cam Ward started at FCS too. Then he pulled himself out the bowl game. Yeah, they ain't got that clip over here. Thought they would have, though. A raccoon face. What in the world? Yeah, he gonna need more than Ridley, but he got Ridley. He had, but at the end, I don't know what you be looking at. I don't. I've been looking up, focused on Shedeur anyway, though. But yeah, a bad attitude this season when they start losing. Hey, cause he messed up. Hey, I'll look it up. Do it the people's champ, Cam is the machines champ. That's a different machines. I went back on Twitter. Boy, it's gonna take me forever to find that. Especially if it ain't going viral. All right, a little for it later. They need to trade that pick. They do. The big wigs. We talking about everything. Well, I'm not talking about it. I done been talking about it. Go watch my. If y'all want more in depth about the interview tape, yeah, I done made plenty of lives. See, look. Told you. 21-7. I got him going number 1 to the Raiders. Browns picking 3rd. They still sorry. Appreciate it. R. Rizzy? Jizzly? Now, Ninja Turtles. Yeah, my man gonna be that guy. He already that guy. Wow, watching that boy highlight yesterday. Sheesh. And that boy Ryan Williams coming out. I forgot. KJ Bolden. Wow. Jordan Seaton. Yeah. Boy, they going. They might need. Oh, they got Seller coming out 27. He might. Sammy Brown. Oh, my goodness. The E-boy from Georgia, boy. He played at Jefferson. Same Malachi Stark played at Jefferson. Caleb Down played at, or what he played at, I just had it. I forgot. KJ Bolden played at Buford. All them boys from Georgia. They ain't gonna sell it. They gonna open up that new stadium. I was just looking at the name. I was like, well, okay. This a deep draft where first round. For real. You know, they all speculation, though. No Jeremiah Smith, though. That boy, see? PPF position ranking. See what I'm talking about? Pro Football Focus. Look at that. They ain't even got a quarterback. 7. Jordan Seaton 4. They already got him. He definitely going first round. Wow, I tell you. I don't even know who it is. Yeah, I'm from Georgia. Georgia. Yeah, I smell Ohio State Buckeye. Dylan Stewart. South Carolina. Ryan Williams. Colin Simmons. Real. No, you ain't. I don't even know how to say your name. Yeah, that's where I'm at too, real. So you do all the blame need to sell the team. Hey, that's why they drafted Michael Penix. I thought they were gonna wait because they signed Kirk Cousins. I thought they were gonna wait. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, BD. What you done looked at? Besides last night. I had a whole concert for y'all the one that left early. I had a whole concert in here. I jumped back on live. I ain't never ended. I just turned my camera back on and I was playing every song I got. Everybody want to leave now. It is 9 o'clock though. But nah, man, this stuff getting ridiculous. This stuff getting ridiculous. I don't try my hands at an AI video, y'all. I'm trying the AI video out. I'm gonna chop it up and see what happens. You heard music from where? You was in here, KD? My cup running over. Yep. Yeah, the Raiders probably, they probably would have grabbed him. I still bump past it. No more playing GA. What you say? Crank it up. I woke up too. What you mean crank what up? I bet you did over there sipping that yak. You were laying out on the couch, snoring. Had me on the TV. Then just, you done pad out with a bottle in your hand. Then I play that QB1 and then land, then we up. Then you got up. Oh, well, it was for 5 years. Then you back in Florida. Prime time, built that either Falcon should have dropped Shedeur. I know it. But the whole city would have been going crazy. I like it, bro. Appreciate you. 420. I know I ain't lying. Cause the way you were talking, you was slurring your word, couldn't even type right last night. I'm like, well, she drunk. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. What kind of influence you putting on your kids? Dad and mama been there passed out again. Yeah, woke her up. Oh, you live in Detroit, my fault. Your mute, yeah, I don't crank it up when I get off. Hey. I don't drink or smoke. I don't do none of that. We know you smoke 420. 420. Like, come on. I don't do drugs. I'm an athlete. Well, I'm just talking to y'all. Well, I'm done with it, man. I'm doing it for y'all. Cause I'm getting tired of talking about this same mess. I'm really getting tired of talking about it. I want to talk about Travis. I want to talk about Colorado, but I can't. Yeah, she drank. Marta, baby. The ghetto. The ghetto. Boy, y'all funny, boy. Y'all funny. Dude from Atlanta suing the NFL about to do it. What did the dude name? Waiting on training camp. I know it, right? I don't know. It's a Colorado football man filed $100 million lawsuit against the NFL, alleging that the league colluded to prevent Shedeur Sanders from being drafted in the first round. Yup. They ain't even got a name on here. It's like John Doe. They claim the NFL action caused him severe emotional distress and trauma. The lawsuit also alleged violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act, Civil Rights Act, and Consumer Protection Law. He must already got some money. They be suing like that, and they have it keep going. His name Eric Jackson. How y'all? Miss Robinson. Never mind. I know she knew. Training camp gonna be lit, right? Playing wrong person. I don't drink. Nightcap, dog pound. Whoop. Let go. I'm crazy. New lawsuit was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia. The fan who attended a Colorado versus TCU football game 2023 claimed the NFL action and I don't even know what that word is, slanderous statements about Sanders called him severe emotional distress and trauma. He is seeking $100 million in damages as well as a formal acknowledgement from the NFL about the emotional distress caused by his action. a retraction of slanderous statements and an apology. Wow. The lawsuit further alleges that the NFL may have engaged in unfair practices by misrepresenting the nature of the drafting process and the qualifications of players. The fan is also requesting early and targeted discovery, seeking internal communication, scouting report, and other documents related to Shedeur Sanders evaluation. Hey, he might get the tape. You got his YouTube? What is YouTube? I don't know. Shedeur ain't filed a lawsuit. He did. So I don't think Shedeur might not get nothing. But they right here say what we were looking up. He might get the tape in the discovery. You did 420 and who was that? BD? Yeah, I'm trying to get a bag. Ain't everybody? The lawsuit highlights the unexpected draft day fall of Shedeur Sanders, who was projected as a first-round pick but ultimately fell to the 5th round. The fans' legal action is one of several responses to Sanders' draft position, with many expressing surprise and concern over his slide. This video explains the detailed lawsuit filed against the NFL regarding Shedeur's draft slide. Draft position, the lawsuit, fan exposing truth. The NFL. I might need to talk about this on my next live then. Fan called file and fight against racial discrimination. It's been less than a month since Shedeur fell to the final day of the 2025 NFL to surprise many experts and fans. The Colorado product slide from an unexpected first-round pick. The 5th round was the biggest shock of the event. The Colorado Buff fan is seeking $100 million in damages from the NFL. The fan filed a lawsuit on May 7th, nearly 2 weeks after. They now filed an emergency motion for early and targeted discovery. Hey, he might get the tape. He might get the tape. He ain't got nothing on here.
Shake your ass.
Oh, definitely can't play that. And honorable Boomer did come out and say that about Shedeur. They planning on now. He filing a motion in the United States District Court of North Georgia seeking to issue subpoenas to Boomer Esiason, FW Fan Sports Radio, and the Honorable Christopher F. Droney, who presided over arbitration that concluded the NFL colluded against several black quarterbacks. This motion is part of a broader investigation into the allegation that the NFL colluded against Shedeur Sanders during the draft. So he already knew about the verdict then. So how he find out? Because this the dude, that Christopher dude, he the one that came to the conclusion that the NFL didn't collude. He ain't been seen since he said that. Because he know he messed up. I forgot exactly. I had to look at the video again because I only watched that like one time. But yeah. That man, when he came out and said that, man. It right here.
They took him off because the owner said take him off.
He the one that said they took him off the board.
Shedeur Sanders off. And they took him off because the owner said take him off. I don't want that guy. Shedeur Sanders just torpedoed himself. His attitude off the field at the combine, his dad didn't help him either. You know, he was on podcast talking about this is my son. If I can get him to where I want to get him to, I'm going to do that. But, you know, when you listen to this kid talk right prior or at the combine about if you want a new culture in your locker room, I'm the guy to do that. I can turn it around. I mean, he's very high on himself. And I think he was very off-putting to many, many coaches and general managers in the league. And I'm telling you right now, and I know this after talking to 3 different personnel people in the NFL this weekend. They didn't even have him on his board, on their board. They took him off. And they took him off because the owner said take him off. I don't want that guy. I don't want this entitled person on our team. And I don't blame them. They took him off.
You know what word he really wanted to say? Entitled person. Y'all gonna make me stay on, ain't you? What year he played? $1984. Lord is 82 before boom. He did. Boom ran him out too much. Now he MIA clown. He was interviewed on TLP Sport Club twice. Check out that page. Hold on. I was trying to stand against the NFL. Well, he ain't raised no money though. Well, he ain't get that. People probably don't even know about this. What it was? TLP Sport Club.
Do you know why you like your favorite team?
That was it. One. That was the video right there. One. Nah, that was screen hit though. 6 days ago. This is it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to TLP Sports Club. You are watching TLP Live. I am your host. I go by the name of Harry B, and the B means billion. Thank you for joining us today.
You for real? Oh, you cool.
Today's show is a special show. It's a special pop-up show that we're going to do tonight. We have a special guest that's going to be joining us today.
Hey, I know my background ain't like this. Calm down.
Is what allowed Droney to somehow thread this.
The latest, also, you can understand what is really going on, because if he hasn't practiced law for so long and he's saying, hey, this was a slam dunk, then how is it that they ruled in favor of the NFL?
Well, like I say, the report, to me, I haven't read it all, but I feel like it's somewhat controversial or conflicting. But like I said, I won't know until I get the action.
You said it's a different interview? I ain't doing it. Look, I'm going to make a whole live on this. I'm going to make a whole live. I'm just trying to find it. I need to work on your thumbnails a little bit. I need to work on mine too. How long ago was it? Oh, it must be this one right here.
Doing a live. I'm on TLP Live. The guy that filed that lawsuit.
Yo, this is.
As a fan, I'm suing the NFL as a consumer. I was just looking at your name, Harry.
Welcome back to the show, Eric. How you doing?
Yeah, I was like,
any type of legal jargon or any type of legal speech that is in this video, it is not for any type of legal advice or anything as such. All of this is for entertainment purposes only. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go straight to the conversation. Here's my guy, Eric. Eric, I really appreciate you for the conversation. And thank you for calling in. Salute to you. Let's leave this alone for a second and let's get to my guy, Eric Jackson. All right? Hey, Jackson, welcome to the show,
Who is
brother. How you
Panda
doing
Bear?
today? Thank you for calling in.
Hey, how you doing, boss?
I'm good. So you put in the comments that you are the one that filed the lawsuit. Is that true?
Yes.
Say word. Tell me about it. Let me get out the way. You tell us about why did you file this lawsuit?
Yeah, I see.
Well, I mean, I think our journey started all the way back in Dallas, back in September last year. You had me on your live leaving the game, and we was all excited of what we just witnessed. Shedeur putting up that 500 on them. So
Wait,
I've
you
been
were on the
down there
show?
ever since. Huh?
You were on the show before?
Yeah, you was outside the stadium live, and I walked up to you, and I had on. Remember, I had on the white polo with the sun visor, and I cursed. You said you can't be cursing over live. But yeah, we did like a little
I
interview
remember.
right after the game.
It was on the street. It was on the street, right?
Right.
Right in front of the burger joint.
Right in front of the campus where the restaurants were.
Look,
Yeah.
right,
Oh,
So I
I don't
came-
remember. I'm so sorry. I didn't remember.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was like,
yo.
I had on like a white polo and had on my little sun visor because I had just left the game.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I ain't about to watch it right now. Hey, I'll watch it, and then I'll come back with the points. So you done got a cut on them. What just hopped on right there. You got a cut on that one, though. But nah, y'all already know. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to break that thing down. I'm going to break it all the way down. Well, let me get back to it right quick. Man, Boomer ain't got no room to talk. Look at these interceptions. That man numbers is horrendous. You think he talked like he was a goat. Hold on, that's what I want to do. I'm probably not here. That's probably why he mad. Man, Boomer that screw up. He looked like it. Yeah, he got real afraid on the second one. He almost looked a different laws I know long ago. Hey, that's why they mad. They wouldn't no talent if it dropped in they laps. So don't. And he went to the other Ohio team, so he definitely trying to hate. Cause he played for the Bengals. I could just have been put in here. Legendary quarterback for the Bengals playing 14 NFL. You won the NFL MVP in 1988. I got to see them stats. $3,572 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. That's MVP. I get back in 1988 it was. Cause that's horrible now. Like this mediocre. This just an average quarterback. These numbers on 388 attempts, that ain't even. A different game. I know it's a different game, but still, bro. Hall of Fame cornerback return. We already know about Deion. That's what I want to know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Did he hate him back in the day? They never actually faced each other in a very game as opponent. Deion Boom acting at the same time. In team match with Deion could have intercepted Boom. Yeah, why? Deion record quarters, you know what I'm saying? Boom. That was simply no direct. That was what I wanted to see. No, they were near contemporary. They were more celebrated for intersecting off the field. Deion is one of the greatest cornerbacks ever moved in the elite quarterback in his own right. That pass just didn't cross in a way that allowed an interception stat. So they ain't getting no interception. But I'm looking at these numbers, bro. Touchdown to interception ratio. Different time though. You know, it was a different time. I knew it was a different time. Exactly. That's what they got in college right now. I get that why they say they going first round. Running league in 84. Man, better than Art Manning. I don't know. We can always find out. I need to get off though. He too old. They ain't gonna have nothing on here. He too old. All I'm gonna say is his sons were better. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll see. His sons learn from his mistake. Yeah, you right. 7. But yeah. 137 interception. Yup. When you talking about Manning, Boomer had 184. I ain't about to do all that. I'm about to get off. It past my bedtime. I appreciate y'all for coming though. We done debunked it again. Started that month all right. You know, that check about to roll over. But yeah, I'm definitely going to watch these. I'll look at them. And then, you know, I'll come back. Get my little notes ready and all that. But I don't know. But yeah, ooh, okay. But the moment y'all been waiting for. I appreciate y'all for coming. Like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friends about that money, man. You already know, man. We another episode. We done finished this thing. We trying to keep it truthful and cut out the lies. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Y'all already know what time it is.
Dream redefined. Put my head down, now I'm leading my time. All that talk, let the stats reply. Now I'm throwing flames under Cleveland skies. 12 on my back, but I'm 10 toes down. Flash on the field, still humble in town. AP bust, chain on frost, but my grind stay sharp. I don't care what it costs. Gosh, I'm legendary, written in stone. Came from the 2, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I built it alone. Legendary, watch me go. Contaminate luck, it's a gift I show. This for the ones who said I was just a name. Now every city chanting mine, ain't that insane? This ain't luck, this was written in flames. Legendary, ain't made this claim. Legendary like father, like son. But this my run, I'm the chosen one. Cleveland colors, ice on gold. Remember the name, this story's told. Yeah.
Shedeur, they doubted me, but timing was always perfect.
This is American football. Started as prime, son, now I'm out the shadow. Walk through the fire, now I lead with bravado. Cleveland lights bright, wrists on freeze. QB1 now, got the whole league on its knees. They called it hype, but I called it word. From Boulder to the Browns, had to prove my word. Chains on heavy, but my focus precise. Ice in my veins, gold hard under ice. I'm legendary, written in stone. I came from the two, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I built it alone. Legendary, watch me go. Terminate luck, it's a gift I show. Legendary, watch me go. Terminate luck, it's a gift I show. Ain't just Deion's boy, I'm the dream redefined. Put my head down, now I'm leading my time. All that talk, let the stats reply. Now I'm throwing flames under Cleveland skies. 12 on my back, but I'm 10 toes down. Flash on the field, still humble in town. AP bus, chain on frost, but my grind stays sharp. I don't care what it costs. Call 'em legendary, written in stone. Came from the two, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I build it alone. Yeah, legendary, watch me go. Terminate, look, it's a gift I show. Legendary, watch me go. Terminate, look, it's a gift I
Started 2, now he's number 12 in the league. Shedeur.
used to rock that two with pride. Coach Prime on the side, now I'm on my own ride. From the snow and Boulder to the dog pound zone. Now I'm throwing lasers out the pocket like a throne. Whole city watching, I ain't fold for the fame. AP on my wrist, but I grind through the pain. Never beg for the stage, I earn every play. From just Deion son to the future of the game. One or two, the legendary, now I'm here. Feely Van Lanes, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12 in the field. Ice on my neck, but the heart stay real. Come prime the pro, this a family scene. I'm the dream, he playing and now I lead. Legendary, They thought I was hype, just a flash with a name. Till I dropped 5 tutties and rewrote the game. From college doors to that dog pound bark. Now I'm black and gold soul in that Cleveland dark. 12 on the back, new chapter in ink. Legacy flips when the whole world blinks. Came from the 2, now I'm stepping as king. Put the L on my chest, I don't play, I win. 1 or 2 the legendary, now I'm here. Billy Van Lights, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12 in the field. Ice on my neck, but the heart stay real. Prom prime to pro, this a family seed. I'm the dreamy planet, now I lead.
It ain't just about a number on your back. It's about the story behind it. I'm not running from prime. I'm building on.
From prime to the pros, I was built for this. Now I'm running the dog pound, can't miss. They said I fold, now I'm throwing like 6. Browns got the future, I came with a gift. Pocket so calm, heart full of fight. Vision on gold, wrist full of ice. Number 12 on the jersey, but never in rank. Put the city on my back like gas in the tank. QB1 in the land, now we up. She let go, but the kid too tough. She with the dash, playing each play. Browns got the truth, believe what I say. Every drive is precision and grace. I ain't come to play safe, I came to replace. Talk that talk, but my game too loud. Turn up the dog pound, make prime proud. Fine. Diamonds on time, still humble in mind. Shedeur Sanders. It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dog, I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm pocket too clean, they ain't touching the frame.